Please pause for a moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning, Texans. It's a fresh start to a new week.
And we have a few announcements you're not going to want to miss.
So sit back and relax.
Because this is NHSTV. You may have seen in the scrolling announcements the pumpkins from the Pumpkins Carving Contest, winners from the Art 2 and 3 Sculptures classes. First place was Katherine Hensler, second place was April Balder, third place Kendall Maston, fourth place Cody Cook, fifth place Bennett Hussey. Congratulations, guys!
The NHS Paintball Club will have a meeting Wednesday, November 7th in room 902 from 4 to 5. Make sure to bring logo ideas and props for yearbook pictures. And also, you will be having a guest speaker and group photos for the yearbook. For any questions, please see Ms. Gunning.
Friday night Texans football defeated Richland 59-7 and clinched second place in the district and a place in the playoff spot. Saturday at regionals, Zach Kirkland finished 9th and Catherine Chavez finished 1st, both advancing to state. Texans wrestling competed in preseason nationals in Iowa. There were a record number of matches won by the Texans. Great job, everyone.
Hopefully all of you have heard about the devastating hurricane that hit in the New York area this last week. The last reported death toll was 41 people, but the rescues aren't over. Hundreds of people were affected by this event. Here are some pictures about Hurricane Sandy.
It's truly sad to hear about hurricanes. With elections being so close, here's our government teachers, Mr. Harris and Mr. Cooper, with a little insight on how the presidential elections work.
We do this electoral college, which is a little bit of a confusing mechanism, but the idea is for it not to be simply a popular vote, but a vote of the states that's going to guarantee a president that's not going to be beholden only to the populous states.
The election comes down to a few states because most states have already decided if they're going to vote Republican or Democratic. But only a few states are either are not red or blue, they're purple.
Right now, the swing states are the states that tend to be at the crossroads between different regions in the nation.
It's actually regions within those states where the candidates are spending all of their money and time. Las Vegas area, for example, has over 70,000 political ads, and it's been running about 10,000 a week for the last couple of weeks.
I was actually just reading an article that Hamilton County, outside of Cincinnati, is going to determine the entire election. If it does indeed come down to Ohio, whoever Hamilton County goes with has won the last, I think, 3 or 4 elections in a row. And so you're really talking about a handful of voters.
So it really is decided in a few states, and those few states and those few regions of each state will decide who gets enough electoral votes to win.
from what I've been reading, it looks like it's going to be a fairly close race population-wise, popularity contest. It'll be very, very close. Electorally, it's really up in the air. If you go to the New York Times, they're saying that Obama's firewall in Ohio is going to hold. If you read some other sources, the more conservative sources, they're saying that there's no chance that Mitt Romney isn't going to win. People should absolutely vote in states where their presidential candidate isn't going to win the electoral votes, mainly because we're not just voting for president. We're voting for senator, we're voting for representatives. There are initiatives in some states on the ballot. You're voting for state representatives, state senators, and the list goes on and on. I voted last weekend and I counted 27 different offices that are up for that are on the ballot in this election. And so you shouldn't look at your vote as just a single vote. It's really 27, 28, 29, 30 different votes, and that's why going out to vote is so important.
Last week's winner of the Harkins movie tickets is Tucker Clark. Congratulations, Tucker. Come by the NHSTV studios, room 805, to pick up your tickets.
So you can win awesome stuff like Tucker. Follow us on Twitter at NHSTV. Also connect to NHS by liking Northwest High School on Facebook or following at NorthwestH on Twitter.
Well, that's all for today's show. Today we leave you with a Western Pictures that were tweeted in.
Have a fresh Monday, Texans.